Hey everyone, Tara Melton here, and today I'm excited to show you one of the new features brought to you in this latest huge release of AXIOM 4.0. We've completely revamped the way you can export your artifact hits from AXIOM to hopefully save you time when reporting on your findings. I'll show you what that looks like, so I'm going to switch over to the artifacts view here in AXIOM Examine. During your investigation, you may have some items that you need to export out of AXIOM, and you can do that either by right-clicking anywhere in this view and selecting Create Export Report, or you can go up to the File menu at the top and select it here as well. Once you do, you'll notice an entirely new look with new features and capability available to you. The same reporting types that were in previous versions of AXIOM are still there for you, and depending on which type you select, you may have different customization options. For this example, I'll just walk through an HTML report. So I have that selected and I'll hit Next. These options are mostly the same as prior versions of AXIOM in that you can include the selected item only, items in your current view, all evidence, or case dashboard cards like keyword hits or case details. Now, new in version 4.0, however, is the ability to create templates for specific artifact types, columns, and format options. This is particularly useful if you find yourself wanting to customize your reports from AXIOM and you find yourself using the same reporting options from case to case. There's also a quick export option that you'll see here at the bottom of the window, which allows you to get the report out of AXIOM based on whatever's currently selected without going through all the next steps in the export process, which can be especially useful when you're using these new reporting templates. If you choose not to use a template, you can just click Next and begin your own reporting customizations. First, you'll be able to select the artifacts from your case that you wish to report on. The artifacts listed here are specific to the artifacts that were parsed from your current case, and you can click through and check or uncheck the items that you want to include in your report. Next, you'll be able to configure the options for the artifacts that you're exporting. You can choose if you want to include previews and file attachments. You can choose to include chat threads, etc. And then there's even more capability to customize your reports by selecting column information from your artifacts that you want to include. If you only want to include specific columns in your export based on those artifacts, you can use this option here to configure your report to exactly how you want to see it. In this drop-down, you can select any previously created column configuration templates or choose to create a new configuration template. You'll be prompted to give the new template a name, so I'll just call this demo config and say create. Here in this window, you can select which columns from each artifact you want to include in your template. You can uncheck the ones you don't want to include, and you can even reposition them. Then in later cases, you can reuse this template, so you'll only need to configure it once. And if you have other examiners in your lab that you want to share these customized templates with, you can export them from your case, or you can import other coworkers' templates here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. Next up here, you're able to customize a title page to brand it with your organization. So if you have a logo that you want to include in your report, or if you want to include your organization name or your examiner name, you'll be able to put that in here as well. Next is where you'll have the option to customize the format of your report. Specifically, if you have multiple artifacts that you're reporting on, you can either combine them into one report or separate them into different reports when they're exported. You'll notice this last option here is grayed out as it's only applicable to certain reporting formats, so I'll get back to that in just a bit. Now that I've customized all of these reporting options, all that's left to do is choose where I want to save it and then export it out. In this screen, you can also save all of these settings that you've just configured to its own template, making it really easy to reuse all these configurations again in a later case. Just click this button here at the bottom and then you'll give the template a name. So I'm just going to call this demo config again, and then you'll be able to use it the next time you export from a case. So now quickly, I'm going to go back to the top, and if I choose a different report format, say like Project Vic, for example, you'll see that I now have the option to provide additional information. So you can provide information about your organization to include in your export to be able to collaborate with other investigators in the future. Finally, if you wanted to go in and create or manage reporting or column configuration templates, you can do that here by saying Manage Templates. Or if I just cancel out of that, and you can also get to that same screen through the Tools menu and selecting Manage Export and Report Settings. Here you can edit, export, duplicate, or delete your created templates, and when you do export it, just FYI, it'll be a JSON file. And you can create a new template or import templates that have already been created from another instance of AXIOM. You'll also have all of these same options for the column configuration templates as well. I also want to note that these reporting templates and workflows can be integrated through our automation software, Magnet Automate. So if you want more information on that, be sure to go to magnetforensics.com. We hope that you like these new exporting features and that it helps to make your reporting on your findings that much easier. So let us know what you think. Thanks for watching.